Christian Basics Part 13, Gifts of the Spirit Part 6. Today I am talking about the gift of tongues. The Greek word used whenever the Bible is talking about speaking in tongues is the word glossa. It's translated 50 times in the Bible as tongue or language. Speaking in tongues is the Holy Spirit speaking through you in a language that is unique to you, to the Father, using your physical voice that you speak with all the time. 1 Corinthians 14:2 talks about this and says, "For one who speaks in a tongue, or speaks in tongues, speaks not to men, but to God. For no one understands him, but he utters mysteries in the Spirit." So the reason that we need this is because with our own physical minds, we can only pray about so much. We can only think of so many things to pray for, and we can only pray to a certain extent for things that we're praying for. The Holy Spirit, however, as part of God, knows exactly what to pray for, and then praying through us, prays to God for even more than we would have thought of to pray for. Speaking in tongues comes as one sign of being filled with the Holy Spirit. However, you do not have to speak in tongues to be filled with the Holy Spirit. Also, you do not need speaking in tongues to be saved. Some people say that, but it's not correct according to the Bible. And you can be baptized in the Holy Spirit without speaking in tongues. There's a lot of people who do that too. Speaking in tongues is not the same thing as prophecy. Acts 19:6 talks about this and says, "And when Paul laid his hands on them," these people he was talking to, "the Holy Spirit came on them, and they began speaking in tongues and prophesying." Right there it makes a clear distinction, and if you look at the Greek words, they are different words. There's a difference between speaking in tongues, which is a prayer language to God, and prophesying, which is a message for the entire church that is translated. Speaking in tongues, your prayer language, does not need to be translated because it's only going to God. The Bible also instructs us in 1 Corinthians 14:22 through 25 that we are not supposed to speak in tongues if there are people in our service who do not understand what's going on, because they'll just think we're nuts. This is why you might hear pastors sometimes speaking in tongues into the microphone for some reason, and it's not translated, is because they're probably speaking in their prayer language next to the microphone. So I hope this video helps explain what speaking in tongues is, and if you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and look forward to more videos coming like this from the Lord's Patriots.